Sorry about that. Just getting stuff ready. All right. Anything else? All right. Wait, no. This is super unprofessional, guys. I'm so sorry about this. So unprofessional. My God. All right. So, let's get started. Okay. I'll do Danny. I'll do Danny. All right, now just I'm too old for any of that. Haven't painted in a while, but I have to keep myself up. You know what I'm saying? If I keep myself lacking out in these streets, you know. Do this every day. You know, I almost kind of didn't do this. I had the entire day, but I was too busy talking to my bud, of my best friend, because it was Mental Health Awareness Month. Alright. I think the saddest part about Men's Mental Health Awareness Month is the fact that it gets overshadowed by Pride Month. And there's nothing wrong with gay pride. You know? Be who you are. You know? No skin off my ass. Do you. But it's like, I don't know. It just feels like you know, it's like the suicide rate for a lot of boys and men has been skyrocketing. And sorry. And Jesus Christ. Essentially, you know, I just feel like, I don't know, with the clout that Pride has, maybe like they could take the time to basically, like, you know, like stop the parade and be like, you know, it's like one gay parade, if one gay parader, like one gay pride person could like go in the middle of the street with a mic and some speakers. It's like, hey, I love being here on this gay pride parade, but let's take this time to basically pay some respect to our straight male allies in Men's Health Awareness Month. Because I've had a friend who he was the sweetest man alive. He was a friend, a true friend, and I lost him because he took his own life. Like if you have a mental health problem, talk to somebody, anybody, us, because we'd rather see you crying we'd rather see you, crying on our shoulders than see you in a casket, like something like that. But no, and that's kind of lame to me. All right. And it just feels like, I'm like Democrats all the time. They talk about basically how it's like, oh, a lot of young men voted for Trump. How do we get them to? How do we dissuade them from that? And it's like, well, I think some people don't even want. Some people are kind of even resistant to that, like getting them to basically kind of getting them to basically vote. Getting them to kind of switch over. It's like we don't need them. It's like I feel like we do. It's like I think the Democratic Party has this thing where it's like for the longest time, not the longest time, for I think a while recently, it is essentially kind of enabled the very toxic message that essentially men are toxic, or that we're not needed, or that we're inherently bad. It hasn't I don't know, how do I say this? It hasn't deliberately sent out this message, but it has enabled it. Because that messaging itself has been spearheaded by radical feminism. Now, this is not me saying that I hate feminism. I don't. My favorite feminist intellectual, or actually not intellectual, is Bell Hooks. I love her book, The Will to Change. Give me a second. I'm sorry. I gotta get some medicine. So so I've been coughing way too much. I am back. Your boy is back. Alright, I'm back. Okay. Sorry about the wait. Had to get some medicine for this nasty cough. Alright, so. Yeah. Anyway, back to what I was saying. I think, like, the sad thing, like, they keep on enabling these, like, very toxic voices that I feel like are very, very detrimental for the goal of essentially getting men to not vote for Trump or MAGA Republicans. Because essentially, they've had because their camp has radical feminists that essentially spearhead the message that men are not needed, or that men are toxic inherently, or that they contribute nothing to society, or that they're always like it's like and some people are like, it's like, hey, yeah, I could see that they're radical feminists that essentially view people like me as subhuman or inherently toxic. But I can see that America economically has done way better under democratic presidencies, and that is very much true. I'm gonna be honest with you. But in the end, you need to know. Like, one thing you also have to notice is that politics, or at least when it comes to elections, they're very much like vibes, and it's kind of stupid to say, but I feel like it's true. Vibes contribute a lot to say a politician winning or losing an election. How that specific politician makes people feel, even it's like, for example, you remember Barack Obama? Yes, you do. Like, people remember Barack Obama because, well, he had that confidence to him. He was very charismatic. He was very, he was very funny. He was very smooth. People often liked him. People like him. They don't exactly remember, I don't know, people don't exactly remember, people, they didn't vote for McCain. People often voted for Obama because, well, he was very funny. He was very charismatic. Some say handsome. People liked Obama because of the vibe that he gave out. And Kamala, she was a person with experience, but here's the thing about Trump. Trump had years of experience in show business, and he kind of understood that factor. He kind of understood that, hey, it's like, I'm charismatic. Granted, I have no plan, when it comes to the people that voted me in the first place. Quite frankly, I'm here to basically make my donors very happy, cut taxes for them. But if I'm charismatic enough, they'll vote for me, and they won't know that I'm bending them over a barrel and, cucking them out of the middle class. Even then, it's like, I feel like Democrats, like, I'm speaking as a Democrat myself, or I feel like Democrats are so smart that they're dumb. You know, because like there's a reason why trans people, mostly trans people, support you, because when they look at the Republican Party, they know that the Republican Party looks at them as if they're subhuman. They don't take their problems seriously. They think of them as like inherently negative, as inherently predatory, you know? And they essentially go out of their own way to make it known. So if that's the case, like that's what men feel like when you have these radical feminist voices in your party. And if you want to win this next election, if you want to still have a functioning Department of Education, if you want for people to have Medicaid, then you're gonna have to play that game. You're gonna have to get your head out your ass. You know? It's the reality. And you can basically point to figures and peer-reviewed metrics as much as you can. And you're right. But in the end, that specific reality will always get in the way of that. So, unless you kind of like, you know, unless you check the voices that have been sending out these toxic, we don't need men messages, or if you just like if you kind of like, I don't know, toxic masculinity. I understand toxic masculinity. It is like, it's not, you're not saying that masculinity is inherently toxic, but in the end, like, you're gonna have to find better words, find a better name for that. And another thing. What's another thing? Shit. I should have wrote these words down. But yeah, you're gonna have to basically kind of like, you know, like really like kind of like stop or, you know, admonish the voices that say, you know, that we don't really contribute anything, which is absolute dog shit, because essentially it's like a lot of men work in trades, a lot of men work in construction, a lot of men are in the military, a lot of men are firefighters or police officers. They risk their ass for the general public. I mean, to basically just have these radical feminists like just go say this and not, you know, like not get ratioed is just wild. And I understand that they're horrible men, that they're, you know, absolute dogs out there. But you need to realize that that's not most people or most men. And even then, I feel like I don't know. It just feels like when it comes to how how boys are raised, I feel like, you know, like there needs to be something done about, like, we don't need to overcorrect, but we need to like correct a little bit. I feel like to like do the same thing over and over again and expect a different result is just insanity. To basically just, you know, enable these voices or give any attention to these voices, these radical feminist voices, and expect men to basically like, yeah, this is a party that respects my interests. It's like, no, no. I just feel like you're manifesting. It's like all these men are fucking gross and toxic, and I wish I'd be gay, but not the men in my life. I like my boyfriend, you know, he's pretty. It's like, no. It's like, you generalize. You mean all dudes. And it's kind of wild, because essentially it's like, when a lot of like red pillars basically make these generalizations about how all women do this or how all women do that, and all women are like this, that, and this, and we don't need them. Like, that's, you know, you kind of like, you know, it's like, that's a bit wild, you know, you shouldn't generalize, but the moment feminists do the same thing, you're like, go girl, you know, it's like, no, okay? Also, I think one thing that the Democrats should do is, like, I think they should, like, find a way to effectively regulate AI, because, like, I feel like as a country we have bigger fish to fry than, like, essentially than the gender war that we have, or the loneliness epidemic, because I feel like, you know, like, you can, like, I feel like AI, yeah, at the rate that it's expanding, it will vastly affect the job market. And I'm not sure how it's gonna. I'm not sure how it is, but, like, it's obvious that the U.S. government isn't exactly well equipped to deal with it, seeing as how so far AI is heavily affecting our education system, and so far there has been no solutions except banning it. And I'm not sure a ban would stop it, seeing as how kids are very tech savvy today and will find loopholes. But that's enough about me rambling. I think I'm just gonna paint, because last time I tried getting deep and intellectual on a live stream, I embarrassed myself very badly. So I'm gonna shut the fuck up and paint. I'm gonna stop talking and start painting. Hands getting all sticky and sweaty. I don't know. Next time I'll live stream the comic that I'm making. Oh shit! I forgot to send my buddy Gavi my whip shots like a moron. I shall send them. I shall send them to him after the stream. It's like we don't need men. You know? Are you serious? You don't need the millions of potential voters that could help you save Medicaid. That could help you cauterize gay marriage and possible abortion laws? Are you retarded? You're supposed to be the smart one, not me, man. You're the one who got that big, fancy poli-sci degree. You know what I'm saying? I'm a moron who decided to go to school for art when I could have just went to the Art Students League and just did this.
This message is brought to you by Apple.
Fuck off.
Apple Card today.
Fuck off. Suck my Apple C-O-O-C-K. Some show up, some don't. Alright. I might post this. I need to make some space. My firstborn. Trying. I hope this pink eye subsides before Friday. I'd like to get back to work. I keep on paying what I owe so I can have some momentum in my life. You know, it'd be fucking hilarious. Okay. Imagine if okay, so I convince a high profile female influencer to date and marry me, right? I want to speed run that relationship. I'm gonna blow it the fuck up. Okay, and I'm gonna have a video. It's like, hey, this is me, and this is a highly sought after, attractive female influencer. Now, a lot of men would call me a lucky man because I managed to get a woman out of my league. Well, not me. I'm gonna speed run this, okay? And then basically, the video, like, you know, it's like video just goes like to cuts to me at like just just cheating on my wife, just so much. It's like uh, I'm at strip clubs, I'm at brothels, I'm DMing girls, and then I go home at the end of the night drunk as shit, and then my wife, now ex-wife, is like, "Who the fuck is this? Who the fuck are all these women?" And it's like, "Oh no, I'm just drunk as shit." And it's like, "Are you cheating on me?" "No, no." Then why the fuck do you have lipstick on your collar? It's like, it's mine. And then like the baby starts crying. It's like, "Oh my god, you woke the baby. I want to see my son." Like, no, no, you would. No, it's like, I wanted to get out. And then it's like, we're done. I gave my life to you. I carried your baby, and you still cheated. Get out! Like, just screaming at me. It's like, and then I take the cam, I push past her. I get the camera. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And then it ends with her hitting my head with a pan. That'd be hilarious. I'm just gonna destroy this relationship. Watch me blow up, destroy my family in 24 hours flat. Cause I'm a speed running master. Whose lipstick is that? It's mine! Are you cheating on me? I'm not. They're just friends. Then why are these girls telling me you DM them? They're lying. They're jealous. I'm jealous because they don't have what you and I have. Ignore them. It's like, did you fucking spend our son's life savings on prostitutes? On strippers? That's like, no. Their names are Sheila. Their names are Aphrodite. Their names are Aphrodisia, Lustra, and and what's a stripper name? Their names are Amethyst, Annika, and Arabella, and they're studying to be medical assistants. I'm being a feminist ally. Just giving this poor woman, just breaking her heart, just really just destroying her psychologically, just speedrunning that shit. Please don't leave me. I totally respect you. Their names are Amethyst, Annabella, Aphrodisiac, and Bebe. They're nurses. I'm being an ally. Dude, I suck at painting chainmail, my guy. borrow your car. Let me borrow your car. Then just proceed to crash it. Well, no one is watching. You know what? Hold on. Gotta cover all the bases. It's mine. It's not lipstick. It's not someone else's lipstick. It's mine. should make weekly studies and live stream them and post them on Instagram. Because fuck it. Might as well. You know, if I could marry anyone, I hope she works in, like, you know, with children as like a guidance counselor or something, or a speech pathologist. Yeah, I'd much prefer that. I feel like good people take up those jobs. It's mine! Jesus. Wonder how do I. Yeah, I hope you're engaged by this riveting content of me coughing my lungs out while I'm botching the study of a medieval knight. All right. I hate chainmail so much. It is so hard to render. You know what? Okay, I want to try this. Why, thank you, gross girl. Thank you for the compliment. It is a stellar mustache. I have been, growing it myself now. Just, gross girl, how's it been? Can you hear me? Hold on. Testing, testing. Can you hear me? Because sometimes when I stream, I forget to turn the mic on. Oh, okay. It's been better. Not bad, but pretty annoying. Damn. Hopefully that won't break the bank. I'm a little quiet? Okay. Just turn that mic all the way up. Better? Can you hear me? Oh, nice. Nice. Renting has benefits. Okay, okay. Much better. Alright. Yeah, I have been, okay, so basically, this is, I don't know, this is kind of a funny story, depending on where you see it. But essentially, okay, at first, I was pretty sick, but then, over the course of a Monday, I got better. Then Tuesday came, and I woke up, and something strange happened. When I went to the mirror, and there was like, I couldn't open my eye. So I went to the mirror, and I looked into it, and there was like a lot of wet crust around my eye, and I basically grabbed a wipe. I wiped it off, and I didn't think much of it at the time. And then I went to work. And then one of the kids who I watched over, named Adam, said, "Hey, Mr. Jacob, why is your eye red?" And then I was like, wait, my eye isn't red. It's like, hold on. Is my eye red? Then I went to the bathroom. Yes, conjunctivitis. I did the best I could. Like, I did the best I could. I kept the kids at a distance, you know? And I also, washed my hands a lot, because I was also in charge of basically taking the snacks and passing them out to my group. But basically, when that happened, my assistant manager basically told me to go to urgent care. I'll give you PTO. And then I went to the doctor. I wanted to come back on Wednesday or Thursday. Yeah. Me too. Like I do have eye drops. I was prescribed to it. I was prescribed. Had to wait in a line, then wait 30 more minutes for it to come. Then I had to pay like what I think, like $25 or something. I don't know. But no, that was like the copay for the doctor's visit. It was a hassle getting it. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, the one thing I think today I sent the doc. Yeah, it does. It really does. It makes my eye like really tender too. The one thing I'm kind of scared of is if the kids get it, and if I'm responsible. Because if that's the case, then I probably won't be able to work at that place anymore. Like I don't know. I just hope I hope things don't go bad because I have to go back on Friday because I had a doctor's note and I sent it to my boss and the assistant manager. Hopefully that'll explain my absence. Yeah, I hope it does because I have to go back to work on Friday. Yeah. Okay. Oh. Okay. I mean, honestly, it's just been because when it comes to like sickness, man, it's just been one thing after the other, man. At first, I had like a cold, now conjunctivitis, and like it's like it's just been one thing after the other. It's just like life has been like has been giving me like a two-piece combo. It's like you got a cold. Wait, you thought you were gonna go back to work? Nah, conjunctivitis. Stay your ass in bed. Stay your ass inside. And like I don't know, as a kid, okay, it comes to working with kids. Yeah, fair enough. That is true. Man, it's just like I don't know. It's like for some reason I don't know. Sick days were pretty cool to me as a kid because like it's like I don't get to go to school I don't get to school. I don't have to deal with homework or get bullied again. And then now it's just like sick days are like crap. If I take too many of these, I'm probably back to being unemployed. You know? Yeah. I feel like it's like I don't like being unemployed. I've been unemployed for a while, and like some parts of it were kind of fun, but at some point it's like I was at a point where it's like, yeah, being sick sucks. Yeah, it does. Because like as a kid you had your parents, and your parents like would fetch you stuff. Yeah, I miss I miss having a I miss having a thinly veiled excuse to watch TV all day. I remember getting sick, and then going to the living room and tuning into G4 in the hopes that I catch anime X-Men. I also miss the Game Boy. I remember my Game Boy. I had it when I was like 6 or 5. The game that we had was like Super Mario 2. For some reason, in the game. Yeah. Daytime television was awesome on sick days. Except if you were at your grandma's house, then you had to like, and your grandma didn't have like all the cool channels. She just had like the Spike TV. Oh wait, nah, I didn't. That was cool for you. I didn't know what any of those shows were. Supernatural and Spike TV. Though I thought AMC. I do know. I do love watching The Walking Dead, but I think like it was interesting to watch, but over time it just got like things just slowed down. I recently got into Breaking Bad. I haven't finished it yet though. Wow, TV for men. Honestly, it's kind of, I don't know. That's a bit obnoxious, isn't it? Like TV for men. Don't have this when your wife's on. Deadliest What with Joe Rogan, I think. Yeah, I think I had Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad was a like upon watching it, like I don't know why people hated uh Walter White's wife so much. Why did people hate Skyler? But honestly, yeah, had some good shows too. Okay, Deadliest Warriors. Wait, hold on. Deadliest Warriors. Wait, Deadliest War. Oh wait, Deadliest Warrior. Okay, I think I remember this. Where basically it's like they take ancient warriors and have them fight against each other. Okay, I remember that. Was she represented a stereotype at the time? Well, I don't know. I feel like now that I see it, it's like it's like okay. So basically, people like people are kind of like hating on Sky because essentially it's like she doesn't exactly. Yeah, I think people are hating on Sky because essentially she presents like this unsupportive wife, but it's like I don't know if you were a woman, or if you had a husband or a wife that is making and selling meth and is in cahoots with very dangerous people who are not above threatening you or your children, would you be happy too? Would you be supportive too? No. I mean, granted, the whole Ted Bennett neck stuff is like, it's like icky. It's like gross. It's like, now if you were a woman, oh my bad, my bad, my bad. Like if your husband or wife was making meth and in cahoots with some very dangerous people, you cut and run too. You'd be like, what the fuck, Walt, too, you know? Not to mention, bro lied about it. I mean, like, the the twins literally marked their family for death. Like their lives were threatened on multiple occasions. All right, thank you. Their lives were threatened on multiple occasions, bro. So yeah, like I think it kind of makes sense that she would like react the way that she did. The joke is that okay. I am not good with humor. I feel like I'm I feel like I'm only good with situational humor. Like earlier in this stream, I kind of made a joke about but like speed running a marriage in 24 hours. Oh, people dislike her because her B plot slows down the A plot. Oh, the stuff with Ted Benek or Beneke, or I don't know. I don't really care what his name is. I think he's pretty lame. It's like I found the scene where like Skylar pretends to be like sings Happy Birthday, like and like Marilyn Monroe would sing to like RFK, but to her boss, while she's like pregnant with like Walt's kid. That's like gross. It's like if I getting married like middle schooler run relationships. I guess so. It's like I don't know. The joke is that basically I would speed run the relationship into the ground. I would do the opposite of what a good husband would do. And at the end of the day, I'd come home drunk, and my wife would just be like, the list would go ballistic because not only have I cheated on her, but I also basically used our infant son's college fund and spent it on like strippers. It's like, why are our life savings and why is our son's college fund spent on strippers? And I'm like, I'm drunk and it's like, their names are Amethyst, Bebe, and Blaze, and they're trying to be nurses. I'm being an advocate. You should be happy. You should be supportive of this. It's like, why is there lipstick on your collar? It's not. It's my lipstick. Don't worry about it. I want to see my son. And then I see him for like 1.5 seconds, and then I just jump out the window. Damn. I had two friends in middle school who started dating because one asked the other out. They made a big deal out of it, and then within an hour, they mutually decided, nah. I mean, I feel like that's a bullet dodged. I mean, granted, like, Jesus Christ, you're gonna make a big deal. I mean, that sounds like an SNL skit. I mean, like, which version of SNL? The good SNL or like the shitty SNL? Because if it's a, but because if it's a decent SNL skit, then thank you very much. Because if it's kind of like now SNL skit, then it's like okay, I need to reflect on some things. Okay, you don't really watch it? I mean, okay. Because like when I was a kid, I would watch that. I'd watch that. Actually, no. When I was a teenager, I didn't like come across SNL until I was like, I think a teenager. And that's like I feel like that version of SNL, I think it could be funny. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That makes me very happy. Because in my head, that would be very funny. I mean, I mean, I think I'm. Damn it. Okay. Yes, this is very much a study. I've been working on a comic a lot, and I was afraid that if I just if I just worked on the comic, then my painting might atrophy. And so throughout the entire day, I kind of worked on the comic, and now I'm kind of, making a study of paintings. And I'm kind of like, it's like, I don't know, it's kind of working out, and it's like, I've spent the entire day working on my entire upper body. But right now, my legs, I've been neglecting my legs. And, thank you. Thank you very much. I have thank you for saying it's a good idea. We have ideas, the best ideas. We have terrible Trump impression. My apologies. Basically, I just feel like if I neglect it, then it might just it might just go away. And I feel like painting is like something that you should just do. You should just like painting is like in the age of like say I think AI, where like we could just like have large language models like just summon basically screensavers. I think painting is kind of like an underrated thing to have, even in digital form or traditional form. Also, I still greatly admire people who can who can basically like make amazing paintings with no effort. Not no effort, but like I like not no effort, but I like how do I say this? I still greatly admire people who can like make these amazing rendered out paintings. Like I've been listening in on Anthony Chong Jones videos for for a while, and I see him basically just blast out these paintings as he's talking in like a minute, and I just think that's like I see that and I'm like, dude, that's the best. That's awesome. Efficiently, I think. Yeah, efficiently. I think. I don't know. I'm just saying words that make me sound smart. I hear a smart person use vocabulary, and out of insecurity and a need to feel smarter than I actually am, I say these words in a specific context and hope that I'm right. And so far, it hasn't let me down yet. They get find a good flow of very deliberate choices. Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense then. Yeah. I mean, so far I'm just. Hmm. So far I'm just. I don't know what I'm doing. Quite frankly, if I'm being honest, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm. I mean, so far I put in the bare minimum for construction and drawing, and I'm so just excited to. I'm just so excited to. I'm just so excited to get to rendering and the color that I just do it, and then I figure it out from then on. It's not the most efficient way of doing things, but I figure, hey, it's a study, low stakes. I don't have to be so particular with the progress that with the process that I have. I could just do it, and it doesn't need to be perfect because it's a study. I just need to know how light interacts with the person and the object. And then I move on. Yeah. I think that's exactly what. That's exact. Okay. I can't. It can't be the. Yes. Yes. F perfection. Yes. Right in the crack. And ask for like thank you. Thank you. I think after this I'm going to I think move on to like another armor study or something. Another study. Like there's a Viking guy that I would like to do. I'm not sure if he's a Viking. Like Pinterest says he's a Viking, but hey, all I know is that it's like it's not AI slop. It's an actual photo, and you know, studying it would be my I don't know next step onto into art godhood. That and taking lessons from I don't know whatever online art school and going to Lightbox and getting my stuff picked apart by professionals who work in the field. Yes, I am going to Lightbox this year. I already bought the tickets. The only thing I need to find is a hotel room and a inexpensive restaurant. And then I could stay there for the entire weekend. And what I'm also gonna do is I'm probably gonna like hang out with like a large swath of people. Like first, I'm gonna hang out with people who are on my level as an artist, because those guys are gonna come up and be in the industry. And if I know them and if I keep in contact with them, you know what I'm saying, I could like, yeah, it's in Pasadena, Southern California, or as it's sometimes called, California. Yeah, I want to hang out with like people who are on my level, because those people are gonna definitely like level up, and hopefully, if the animation industry or the entertainment industry doesn't implode on itself due to shitty upper management or the shitty job market, get jobs, and then I'm probably, if I just keep on keep in contact with these people, they're probably gonna hook me up with employment. Networking, son. Networking. It's all about the networking. It's all about who you know. Elbanta, okay. Too many people care. I hope. And then, like, I also want to meet Anthony Chong Jones and like have him like look at my stuff. I want to meet so many people through there. I think, cause like I don't know, I feel like I have some regret. Cause yeah, they are. It was a huge sacrifice. But it's a good thing I have savings. And it's a good thing my parents let me live with them. So I still have some money left. I want to meet some people. I want to meet a lot of artists. Because I have some regrets over like meeting people who I look up to artistically. Because I remember still being in college and going to Comic-Con. And like, Kim Jong-gi was there. And yeah, granted, he only speaks South Korean or Korean. But like, I don't know, it's like I could have like sparked up a conversation with the translator, Like something. Here he was, a master of the craft. Right there, right in front of me. But I was just too shy to say anything. And I backed away because I farted a little bit. I didn't want to like, embarrass myself. I didn't want to like basically impose myself. Because like it looked like he was busy. And he obviously is. Because like he's one of the, most recognizable artists like in the ever. And now he's gone. He's passed. And I'll never get that chance again. Until I pass. But even then, that probably won't matter. So while I'm there, I want to. Yeah. Breaking the ice is hard. And while I'm there, I want to talk to as many artists as I possibly can. Anthony Chong Jones. I think. Let's see. Anthony Chong Jones. Peter Han. I hope Jarrell Perel is gonna be there. Like, there are so many artists. Like, I have the list on the website of people that are gonna be there, and like, it's like professional people there. I want to pick some brains. I want to see, like, how did they manage to like eke out a career doing cool shit for movie studios or like TV shows or comic books. You know what I'm saying? You know? Oh, okay. While I'm there, maybe check in on sites like Meetup and see if anyone has any events for drink and draws or artist meet and greets. That's a good idea. Dude, that's actually a pretty good idea. Make some art, make some more art friends. I'll be drawing, but not really drinking. I'm not a drinker. I'm not a fan of alcohol. Meet and greets, that'd be cool. For this painting, I did my best to not use black. All networking is meeting people and being friendly. Okay, okay. I mean, hopefully I go there and like I'm not like I don't give off the desperate vibe where it's like, hi, I'm being friends with you because I want a job in the industry and only that. You have no value to me other than that, and it's like that's obviously a turnoff. It's like it's kind of like the professional version of like of like being a nice guy where it's like you're talking to a girl and it's like you're pretending to be your friend but you don't really want to be her friend. You just want to bang her, and you feel like and you think being her friend and saying the shit that she wants to hear is like a fast track to that. And it's like, no, dude, it's not. And it's like that's kind of like I feel like that's what I'm gonna do professionally. I want to avoid that. Yeah, and it's like just be more chill. Shit, I don't know, man. If I last time I was chill, I got fired. I don't, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. If I feel like if people tell me to be more chill, that's when I become more anxious. Like I have a massive overthinking problem. I just overthink everything. Yeah, it's easier said than done. Like, what do I have to do to chill? Do I have to take like some THC gummies before I go in? Like, I don't know. Take some deep breaths. Maybe. Well, shit. Maybe. When in SoCal, when in Rome, do as the Romans do. It's like I don't wanna I don't wanna get into the orgy with the femboy. It's like you got a date. You're in Rome. You're in Rome, okay? You gotta do what the Romans do. They were kind enough to let us in their borders. What, you want to stay? You want to take your chance with the barbarians? Okay. Yeah. I'm kidding. Don't take a social edible. That shit will couch lock you so hard. Yeah. I remember, I think, couch lock. Oh yeah, oh wait, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I feel it's kind of funny, because I feel like I don't know. I feel like why do people? I feel like the best way to stop crime is to legalize drugs. Like I don't know. Like think about it. Like when you're high as hell, what you gotta do? Okay, you gotta run, but it was good chatting. Fair enough. It's almost going to be one. All right. It was good chatting with you, gross girl. Thank you for stopping out on this live stream. Uh, don't mean to ask for too much, but if you could like this stream, that'd be amazing. All right. Have a good night, gross girl. It's like, okay, ciao, ciao. You beg to differ? That'd be a cool conversation for later, though. Dude, wait. We could totally have this, like, I don't know, like, tomorrow. Like, that'd be a cool conversation. Maybe I could, like, DM you a time, and then, like, we could, pick up where we left off. But you know what? That's neither here or there. Ciao. All right. I think I'm gonna get off at 1 a.m. It's like you try doing you try doing you try committing aggravated assault when you're high off your gourd. Nah, bro, you be too distracted by your hands. Like whoa, whoa. Nah, no shot, dude, no shot. It's like, what, you want to commit a rape when you're tripping balls? Nah, I'm sorry. You'd be too scared by your reflection. Too scared to approach your reflection, much less a woman who's walking home alone at night. Nah, I'm sorry, bro. You can't. uh, you can't commit crime when you're high, dude. Nah, I'm sorry. All right. I am going to end it right here. For those who tuned in, thank you very much. I'll be back tomorrow. This has been a stream. I hope you liked it.